Hey guys, welcome to ENZYMENTAL. Before we begin, hit that subscribe button below and click the bell so you don't miss any notifications. And today I wanted to introduce you to the herb Bloodroot, and specifically as a warning for those of you who are considering using Bloodroot. And if you are going to use it, I would really urge you to work closely with both a doctor and a clinical herbalist before you begin using it, and especially while you're using it. Bloodroot is also known as Sanguinaria Canadensis, and it's a flowering plant that grows in parts of the eastern U.S. and Canada. Its name derives from the blood-red fluid that escapes the root whenever you cut it. Native American healers used bloodroot to induce vomiting, among many other purposes, and today clinical herbalists know that bloodroot stimulates mucous membrane secretions and is used as an expectorant, or something that loosens mucus, which you can then cough up. In this way, bloodroot is extremely effective against conditions of the lungs, sinuses, and bronchioles. And one of bloodroot's primary mechanisms of action here is that it relaxes smooth muscles in the heart and lungs. Bloodroot's primary components have most often been studied and discussed for how they combat cancer, but bloodroot is also known for its antimicrobial, cardiovascular, and anti-inflammatory activity. So, with so many benefits, why should anyone be careful with bloodroot? As we know, there is variation in all natural things. And pertaining to bloodroot, this can be problematic because of a number of factors like plant maturation, harvest season, and growing environment. All of these factors influence the composition and concentration of these critical bloodroot alkaloids. Bloodroot harvested from different regions can sometimes have as much as a 15-fold difference in levels of sanguinarine, one of bloodroot's primary constituents, and so here we have a clear potential for toxicity. The effect of bloodroot, like many herbs, is dose-dependent, meaning that it largely depends on the amount that you use. Sanguinarine is arguably bloodroot's most well-known active component. Taken in high doses, sanguinarine can cause a rapid and severe reduction in glutathione, our master detoxifying antioxidant. Naturally, this glutathione depletion can augment oxidative stress throughout the body. Bloodroot extracts have also been noted for their effectiveness against oral bacteria and as an anti-plaque agent. And this has unfortunately led to cases of leukoplakia, which is the occurrence of thick white lesions inside the mouth, specifically on the gums and inner cheeks. Bloodroot has received some notoriety because it is a natural source of berberine, which is popular for blood sugar and cholesterol. But if you're looking for berberine specifically, you'll do much better with getting a berberine supplement sourced from barberry, which is much safer than bloodroot and easier to find. Internally, bloodroot's sanguinarine can also inhibit angiogenesis, which is our body's creation of new blood vessels from older, damaged ones. While this inhibition can be quite helpful in a case of advanced cancer, because cancerous tumors often hijack angiogenesis to feed themselves, this is the only major situation where an effect like this would be helpful. Sanguinarine also reduces inflammation when applied topically to the skin. The traditional herbal extractive known as black salve contains bloodroot as a primary ingredient. However, used on the skin excessively, bloodroot can be extremely damaging to skin tissue. So if you're considering using black salve, I would really think of a less volatile alternative like calendula, which, compared to bloodroot, has far less potential for skin damage. If you want to use bloodroot on your skin for its high antioxidant content, I would actually try dragon's blood instead, which also has a high antioxidant profile. It is much safer when applied to the skin and or taken internally. If you're going to use bloodroot internally, look for a liquid bloodroot tincture and absolutely do not ever take bloodroot undiluted. If you're going to use bloodroot this way, put it into some water or juice and maybe start with 1/2 or even 1/3 of the dose the bottle recommends. But again, before you do this and or use bloodroot topically, I want you to seek the advice of a medical doctor and also a clinical herbalist. There's just too much potential for harm and misuse otherwise, so please be careful. Thanks for watching. I'm Jason Carter, and I'll see you next time on ENZYMENTAL. Stay healthy.